Hey everybody, OldBayCraps, welcome back to the table. Glad you're here with me for my DI practice. This is session number 13, and it is the second of 3 sessions where we're going to be throwing the dice from close to the rail as possible. Yesterday we figured that it was great to do about halfway down the dice with a par toss or a par grip, and that helped us out the most. If you remember, towards the end we were nailing fives and sixes like crazy. We're going to see if we can do something similar today. So let me move this over so it lays flatter. Alright, and I think we're ready to go. Alright, let's go. Rule number 1. They kind of split, and for me, when my dice split, half the time they're horns. That's going to be aces, so we're still to come out. Oh, let me turn this light on. There we go. Get some more light on the dice. I like the way they skip, but because the blue die, I think, probably hit the hook, it spun out to the right. It's going to be a come out 7. So it resets the ATS. Let's scale back the energy just a little bit. I think the energy was good on that. I think that was a grip problem just now. It's going to be at midnight. Getting that hard stuff out of the way, right? We're going to lighten up the grip. And have a little too much energy. That red die came firing back. But the blue die did stop. It's going to be a 8 easy. I like that one. It's going to be a hard 8. Buckshot. Throughout all these sessions, I have not yet hit like a 4-point fire bet. That'd be nice. I felt the dice split. My middle finger, I felt it push the dice. It's going to be a 6-1. That's a come out 7 though. That's when you want to have your 7s. Unless you're playing the ATS, you don't want to have 7s, but again, come out 7s do not hurt your fire bet. That was a little bit better, but it's going to be another come out 7. I'm really going to try my best not to have the dice go left. My arm tends to go like that, like, I'm trying to see if you can see it in the camera. My arm tries to go like that to the left. So I'm going to try to see a cut down on that and really concentrate bowling forward. Just like that. It's going to be another come out 7. That's 3 in a row. Hope you're hopping reds if you're playing along. Or I hope you're parlaying your pass line. be a hard 4. The blue die kind of stopped in its tracks. 4 is going to be the point. I'm going to go a little bit deeper on the dice to about halfway. See if that helps. That kept them straight a little bit, but they still split. 5, 2, 7 out. It says it's a quality roll, but we only hit 1 point and had a lot of come out rolls. So I don't know if you'd call that a, and we had 2 horns too. So to me, that wasn't really a quality roll. We only hit 3 box numbers. Again, I felt them split. My middle finger pushed them. So I think I had too much pressure. It's a very windy day here. Looks like the power just flickered. Hopefully we can get this video done. It was kind of bowled down, but I think the dice crisscrossed. It's going to be a 9. There's a 6, 4, 10. So talking to both Gargoyle and I think Clay, you know him as East Coast Craps. When you have a sequence 8, 9, 10, it tends to be, you tend to want to turn your bets off because it might be a 7 next. Those dice went right off into the right. It's going to be a 5, 4, 9. Blue die didn't even hit the wall. So far, the dice are not doing what we want. So I need to figure out if it's a grip, toss, stance. I'm going to go on my tiptoes. The blue die kind of hit the table and stopped in its tracks. And of course it's going to be a 3. Therefore it's going to be a 3, 4, 7. That's a 7 out, short roll. It's that balance between power and dice grip. That's better. It's going to be a 5, 4, 9. I'm going to try to pick up on what I just saw there. All right, with that one, they hit around the word pass and don't pass bar, which is well behind the 2, well behind this area right here. It's going to be a yo, 5, 6, mid-mo yo. So those came in hot. It's going to be a hard 10, OldBay bushel there. That was too much energy there. I think they landed like right there. That was a 6. 6, 1, 7 out. Another short roll. But like I said yesterday, this is not, I don't think this is going to wind up being the position I shoot from with this toss. But we're giving it its fair due. 300 rolls to see if we can get anything done with it. So the blue die hit the hook. So if you can see, right, this set of diamonds right here is where it starts to curve. So I need to hit, really, I should be hitting in this area, not over here. So I don't know if I can take this up. Yeah, I might have to use something to get this up because I'm going to transfer it over to here and make this where I want to hit it. All right, 2, 4, 6. 6 will be the point. We went off to the right. It's going to be a midnight. Four, 5, 9. Five, 2, 7 out. At this point, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. Trying to find the right grip for this position because I'll show you right now. This one, which works here, which is bringing my index and my ring finger, not my pinky, these two fingers up after I secure my thumb and middle finger. That didn't work with this position. There's a 3, 2, 5. But I'd like to keep the same consistent dice grip no matter whether I'm here, here, or here. So we'll just keep with it. We'll stay the course with the same dice grip. Here's a 4, 3, 7 PSO. The blue die went off to the left, hit the hook. 4, 2, 6. Again, you can have a terrible roll and still have a good number. But that's not what you want. Let's see, one thing I haven't tried from this angle, which is a little odd, is parallel to the table. So they hit over here, started going right, hit here, and just kept going. It's going to be a 5, 4, 9. We'll try it again. They didn't stay together. It's going to be a 4, 5, 9. Yeah, they split right out of my hand. We're lucky it was a hard 8. Not ideal. So I think I'm holding on too tight. They're splitting in the air before they land. Here's a 4. Two, 1, 3. Maybe I'm trying too hard. That's a hard 6. They're splitting like crazy. I think the blue die hit the end of the alligator wall here and just stopped. It's going to be a 6, 4, 10. Yeah, I can't do parallel to the table from that angle. They're just splitting every time. It's uncomfortable. I'm gonna go back to the par grip. So when they landed, or even before they landed, they kissed in the air. It's gonna be a 3, 4, 7. They stayed together, but they went in the hook. So again, they're arching this way. They're going left. I need them to go straight. I think that was a good throw. They went down, but I think it was too much energy. When you're concentrating on one thing, I really, it's frustrating. Trials and tribulations. So that one I went with a real light toss. I still don't feel they're doing what I need them to do. But the grip is comfortable. So this little par grip is comfortable. So I think what I need to do is, I like the energy, even though they're landing here, I need to land here so that they die and don't have much energy on the way back. So let's try that. There we go. I think that's what we're looking for. It's going to be a 9. 4, 5, 9. So I mean that was aggressive, but they're back to back dying at the wall. You know, not coming back too far. There's a 5-1. My arm went to the right instead of down straight. And of course the result is a 5-2. Learning a new toss is not easy, folks. You got to put in the time. So these wanted to zig and zag, but they kind of zigzagged but kept very close together. I really do think that the 2 in the field is where I want to land them, because I'm allowed. It gives me the ability to give them the energy that I want, but gives them the length of layout to die. So you can see they're coming back in this area, which I think is what Ed and Gargoyle want. So even though that was a 7, I like the way that they traveled. So they went more towards the middle of the table, but they split. It's going to be an OldBay bushel. 10 is going to be the point. Three, 4. PSO. And I think I'm going to change out the dice, and I'm going to go to the ones that are marked. I'll still be able to punch in what the numbers are for you for the tracking purposes, but I need to just see the cubes. Yeah, that blue die just exploded and went 2.5 feet off the wall. It's going to be a 639. Using these dice that the pips are colored in makes me think of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars using the lightsaber for the first time with the tracking ball. It's a 167. What is that, like 7 PSOs? Red die shot across the table. 325. 549. We're going to try going all the way to the table with our grip. It's going to be a 437. I don't know. We're having so many PSOs and short rolls. I don't know what the problem is. And I can't figure it out. And that's what's frustrating me. Yeah, the dice are just getting away from my hand, and I don't know what it is. That's a come out 7. It's got to be this position. Five, 3, 8. One, 5, 6. That blue die shot across the way. It's gonna be a 6, 2, 8. We actually hit a point, I think. It's been a while for that. Five, 6, yo. Six, 1, 7. At this point, we're going to have 30 shooters. That was better. I actually hit the word field, which is about 8 to 10 inches away from the 2 in the field. And I think that might help because I'm trying, I'm trying different things. So that's a come out 7. So I think that might help because I can't seem to slow it down, because when I slow down the throw, the dice either just stop when they hit the table or they veer off to the right or left. So I'm going to try for hitting a shorter mark. That way, once they get to the wall, they really don't have much energy to hit it. There's a 6, 5, yo. So they kissed when they hit. going to be a hard 4. I felt my middle finger push, so they split. That was a grip issue. Got aces. Let's go OBC. Six two easy 8. Just to let you know, I know what I'm saying. I'm usually saying the higher number first, but for recording purposes, tracking purposes, I'm actually entering the blue die in first because I'm using Bone Tracker. So that did not have enough energy. It's going to be a hard 4 again. That red die just died when I hit the table. So hitting the layout earlier in the field, where the word field is, means I can throw it with more power. Because again, by the time they get to the wall, that's what I want them to do. Just die right off the wall. There's an ace deuce. They split. But it's going to be a 6-2 easy 8. Excuse me. Might need a drink of water after this toss. Three, 5 easy 8. I think we might have found our niche in this closest to the rail toss. And I'll explain it to you what I'm doing right now. That's a midnight. All right, so starting down here in the throwing cam, in the hand cam, we're grabbing the 5-4, 5-4 set. I'm doing the normal down about 1 pip on the middle and thumb, matching my index and ring finger, but then bringing my index and ring finger up to the edge. And then I'm doing it with the edge on the layout this way. And then once they go down, I want them to hit the word field and dribble forward. And when they come off the wall, die right there. Here we go. The dice kissed each other when they hit. It's going to be a 3-1-4. They went off to the left. but it's going to be a 156. It's going to be a 213 craps. It's going to be a hard 6. I do want to let you know that I've ordered new dice, so I'm actually going to throw away all of these dice once the new dice come, because I've been using these dice for 2 years, and they've hit the wood flooring quite a bit. That was a good shot, even though it was a 437. Well, that was a 21 roller. Almost hit the small. We did hit a 3-point fire bet. Or was that oh, that was a come out 7. There you go. Not paying attention again. That was a come out 7. Our fire bet's still going. All right. Got aces. Aces cannot be a point. That's a come out roll. For those new to the channel, click that like and subscribe if you like the content you're seeing. We're doing a dice series right now, DI practice. Another hard 6. So I am a creature of habit. So if I figure something out, I will adapt. And sometimes that helps. Got a 415. So that 5, could have used that on the earlier shooter, or I'm sorry, earlier when we had the ATS going on this same shooter, it would have hit the small. But we hit a come out 7, so it ruined that. There's a 639. And they went off to the left. It's gonna be a hard 4. Lucked out there. What's the point? Oh, the point is 6. We already hit the 6 for the fire bet. So making this point isn't going to help us. Six, 4, 10. ring finger hit the blue die and it made it go off to the left. So it hit off of here. It's going to be a 459 though. Two, 1, 3. Is that the small? Looks like that's the small. And it is. And we got a hard 4 again. The left die hit on the left and stopped in its tracks. It's going to be an ace deuce. 3 craps. Got a 3, 1, 4. Back-to-back 3, 1, 4s. Oops, should be a 1, 3. Six, 4, 10. Five, 6 yo or a 6, 5 yo. The dice did split on me before they landed. It's going to be a 3, 1, 4 again. There's a 3, 5 easy 8. There's a 2, 6, 8 easy. They went off to the left. Felt it on my ring finger, and it's going to be a 4-3. Son of a bitch. All right. That was a 39 roller. We did hit the small. We're going to get a drink of water. And that was roll 91. So this will probably be the last shooter or two. And one of them will probably be a midnight, since that's all we needed for the all. Three, 2, 5. No, I'm sorry, that's a hard 6. Hard 6. 6 will be the point. They stayed together, but they went around the world for a 3, 6, 9. It's going to be a 4, 5, 9. There's a 6, 3, 9. There's the midnight. I told you. There's the midnight. That's all we needed last shooter. And that's going to be a 6-1, 7 out. And that was roll 97. 3 more rolls. Let's see if we can get any repeaters in 3 rolls. That'd be something. Two, 4, 6. And my knuckle hit the scraped across the layout. It's going to be a 5, 3, 8. Oh, wait a minute. That was a 2, 4, 6 and a 5, 3, 8. Sorry, it wasn't showing up on the tracker. The cursor had come off of it. All right, this is roll 100. We get a repeater. And we got a 6, 2, 8. We were able to get a repeater in 3 rolls. Haha. All right, this is the last shooter. We'll keep going until Big red shows. And without further ado, there's Big Red. 4-3, 7 out. But we did get a repeater in 3 rolls. Alright, that's roll 101. I'm done. I see there's a little bit of a lag on the landing zone camera. Let's go ahead and bring the other camera over. All right, that is session number 13 of OBC DI practice. I want to thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Today was another struggle. This toss just doesn't like me. But we were able to find, once we found out that the same grip that I used for the other 2 spots that were tossed previously, which is the in line with the field and in line with the come area. But we had to shorten the landing where they hit. We had to go from the 2 and don't pass bar. We had to go all the way back to the word field so that I could throw with the right energy and have them die right at the wall. It wasn't perfect, but we did have a 39 roller out of it, which I think is pretty good. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate all the support and the feedback. Keep the comments coming. Keep watching. Like and subscribe if you would. And let's go ahead and thank Gargoyle and Ed and Jeff and Chris, Sideshow Gamble. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for letting me do this journey. I really appreciate it. All right. Until tomorrow, we oughts.